Welcome to another edition of the Delaware Valley Original Music Showcase. Tonight we continue our mission of helping to support original music in the Delaware Valley with our three-step process. Listen, experience, and pass on original music in the Delaware Valley. But we need your help to get the word out. So let's get started. Tonight's band's been playing original music for the past 4 years, and their experience in the cover scene has given them an insight into how to play music that makes them one of the acts to follow in the Delaware Valley. So let's meet Pieces of Reason here on the Delaware Valley Original Music Showcase.
Addictions are fun, but not for long. Top of the tree. Realize that I despise you. Why am I? And why am I? Stuck in the old but new. I want to see you through. Is why
During these difficult times, it's nice to know there are places that are trying to bring you some normalcy and still look out for your health. The Blue Crab Grill is one of those places, and you can enjoy a social distance dining experience or just get curbside pickup. All you have to do is call 302-737-1100 for a reservation or to place an order, or bluecrabgrill.com and make your reservation. And remember, we're all in this together. So now you got a taste of their music, let's find out more about them in the interview.
Prepare yourself from this one.
from Pieces of Reason and got together with a few of the guys that we used to play in a cover band together. And, we decided that, the cover stuff wasn't really piquing our interest as much as it used to because we're getting a little bit older now. And, we just decided to write a couple songs. And as we wrote a couple songs, we wrote a couple more. And we were able to find a drummer to come in. And he got himself on board. And we wound up making an album and doing the whole, studio experience, which was, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of fun, but it gets to be a little crazy sometimes, but it was worth it in the end. This time around with the COVID, so, the next album's being all done pretty much remotely. Everything's been recorded. It just has to be mixed and mastered and everything else. We don't have a full-length album, but we have enough to put something out for everyone to listen to. We've been together. We've been doing this with the original stuff probably about 3 years now, maybe 4. Time flies. I think we got the first album done. We were rolling along and playing shows and writing new music at the same time. Like everybody else, the pause button got hit. I personally just, I got guitar lessons because I just like music and I have a whole slew of different influences and whatnot. And I guess, when you're in high school and a few of your friends play different instruments and you find the right people, you play here and there. And next thing you know somebody else, somebody else, somebody else. And, then it became, hey, how about we try this, at a bar, but a lot of work, a lot of hard work has to go into that, so I appreciate any live music personally. None of it's easy. I don't care what kind of stuff you're trying to do. If you're playing a live show, my hat's off to you. It's actually, it's a couple-fold, actually. One of the songs I wrote a line that was Pieces of Reason Fall Asleep. And that basically just has to do with, when you're trying to do something, you tell yourself you're going to do it. And then when that doesn't seem to work out, you try to reason with yourself. And as the pieces of reason fall asleep, you make bad decisions, And the other part of it, when we actually came up with the name of it after I wrote the line, a couple of us in the band deal with autism in one way, shape, or form. And if anybody can relate to that, you're always asking, what are you try to find pieces of reasons why those autistic children do that. So it's, so there's many different definitions of pieces of reason. Yeah, I do lead vocals and rhythm guitar, and Pat Rooney plays the lead guitar and does the harmonies. Gus Shoulders, he plays the bass, and John Bowers, he plays the drums. And his nickname's Animal because when he's back there and you're seeing him playing, he actually really literally looks like Animal when he's playing. So it's kind of interesting. Practice, rehearsals are they're interesting to say the least sometimes. That's a good question. It really is, because we've contemplated that very question many times. And if you do listen to our album, you know, we've had a few reviews of it that were, and they also have said that there's the good thing about that they liked was that none of it sounds the same. And when we come up with new songs or ideas, it's not anything that comes. Okay, we're going to try to sound like this or that or anything like that. It's okay. What is coming out by listening to what you are doing, what you're doing, and where do you want to go from here, type of deal. I mean, we're a rock band, if you want to call it a rock band, but we're bass centric. I write most of the lyrics to the bass lines. I don't actually write the lyrics to the guitar or drums. I usually just use the bass and write the lyrics to that, and we mesh everything together from there. The one that gets promoted the most is a song called Bipolar. Everybody seems to like it. It's gotten radio airplay for us. People have just picked it up for some reason. And it's nice when you write a song and the next thing you know, you get a notification saying a radio station up in New York just played your song and things of that nature. I mean, that's pretty cool. I just hope people like what we do and what I write and stories and stuff like that. On the song Bipolar, that's basically just about, playing music to, and some people like your music, some people don't. It's a hard thing to do. And people want you to do certain things, and people kind of want you to be, like you said, what kind of music would you say that you are? And I would say that I'm not any type of music. I write whatever I'm writing, and I pen words, and I make stories to fit those. And, basically, Bipolar was, you can't blame me for what I do or what I write, when it comes to music. And I'm not going to apologize for anything that I write because it's expression. And I'm not going to, some people don't like when you want to make a song, well, it should be a certain way, and you should do this or that or the other thing. Well, no, whatever comes out is what comes out. Some of the best stuff happens by accident. And a lot of our album, when we were rehearsing and coming up with a song, some of the best stuff that happened was through accidents. Through rehearsing. It's like, wow, oh, you messed that up, but that sounds way better than what we had. So let's roll with that. As for what makes an album, it's a compilation of whatever is what we made. When we made this album, we had 12 or 13 songs, and we put I don't even remember 9 or 10 of them on there, and we were just okay. Let's put what we recorded. If it sounds good, then let's just let people hear it. Some of the songs are personal. Some of them are stories. There's a song called "Waiting." That's actually about domestic abuse, and a few of my girlfriends that were in bad relationships. I kind of wrote the words to that around their stories about how they were trapped in their relationships and they were just waiting for something to happen. They were just waiting to get out. They were kind of stuck where they were. Luckily, they're not there anymore. They moved on to greener pasture, but there's a lot of people out there, women that they can't. They're still stuck where they are, and they can't get out. Yeah, with the bassist, he comes up with ideas a lot of the times, and he'll give me something, and he'll say, "Okay, this is what see what you can do with this." The one that I just finished, we actually played it before live. He actually wrote it while my daughter was out having open heart surgery. When I came back, he said, "I have something I really want you to write your experience to," and that's worked on it for about 9 months. Because it meant something to him. So anyway, kind of meant something to me, obviously, too. And I wrote about that experience, and I'm hoping that's going to be on the new album. And I'm hoping that when people hear that, they can relate to how I felt at the time. I've actually had that conversation. Yeah, we're more. It's more of like, all right, how long can you play live for before you don't want to play anymore? If you don't stay physically fit, you're not playing live for very long. So but we're generally fit guys, so as we don't put a timetable on it. I really think that since we've gotten into this in a short period of time, which has only been a few years, where we're writing our own stuff, me personally, I've found something that people look for a hobby they really enjoy and love doing. And writing songs has been something that I never thought that in a million years, even though I used to sing cover songs, never thought in a million years that I'd rather listen and write original music and stuff that's in my noggin, and enjoy that way more than any cover song that I could sing.
I bet stories that you all been told, one-sided bee and she swallowed whole. I can't deal with your hypocrisy, my friends. You won't get no apology.
I wish I would have given it a try earlier. I thought that nobody, I didn't think that I could do it. I could just sing somebody else's songs, writing about things and writing things in kind of in poems and things of that nature. That's not me. I told a guy one time who really inspired me to become a musician. He said to me, I said, "Nobody wants to hear what I have to say." And he looked at me and says, "Yeah, they would." And this was years ago, before we even thought about doing this. And to this day, I admit it, I was wrong.
Here is Pieces of Reason, here on the Delaware Valley Original Music Showcase.
Pressing the bell brings the wrong state of mind. Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. As I try to explain as to why I start to wonder, what did I say? Never mind all of you. Taking this one till it's gone. Praying once again that I can turn you to a distant memory. Make it up and easier to play. Explain as to why I start to wonder, what did I say? Never mind all of you. Taking this one till it's gone. Praying once again that I can turn you to a distant memory. Make it all but easier to play. Entertain reality, down with personality. Open up the doors and let it in. Question who's in charge of me. Morals are majority. Be the one that tells me like it is. Be the man. Explain as to why I start to wonder, what did I say? Never mind all of you. Taking this one until it's gone. Praying once again that I can turn you to a distant memory. Entertain reality, go with personality. Open up the doors and let it in. Question who's in charge of me. Morals are my culture. Be the one that tells me like it is. Try to explain as to why I start to wonder, what did I say? Never mind all of you. Take this one till it's gone. Praying once again that I can turn you to a distant memory. Where's my strength? Now the best season, now it's time to be in the taste. For the record, I want to breathe. Hear the sound of voices in my head. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Cigarette, I need a drink. Working on a bed, that part of the week. Thanks much a second, it'll be fine. got the cities inside the force in my head. Here we go.
It's